but they assembled it for us here too when we bought it. That was
Okay,
one of the
listen,
good things.
listen, everyone. Welcome to the Sean Atwood channel. Thank you for joining us for that's not crime theory. Ron's got the wrong banner up. So I'm a bit sort of taken aback at what I've just heard.
Oh, I have to send the link to. I have to send the link to Andrew.
Yeah, you send the link to Andrew. So, like, it's going to take me a minute to sort of process everything that Paul has just said to me. So until then, how is everybody doing? Like and subscribe. Please share. Hope everyone's having a great day. Manuela, how are you?
I'm excellent. I'm having a really good day.
Good. And of course, you have Paula coming to see you and
Yes.
say hi to you. So Paula's currently on a train and has just left a very negative review for the whole of Canada. Okay, because she's went out to Niagara Falls, okay, and went there with her son, went to do some things, and was not allowed access to anywhere because she has her dog with her, right?
In a stroller.
And there's Foxy. Foxy, I need to get the link over to you, mate. We want to get you on this panel. So if you can give us an email address. In fact, I think I've got your email address. Sorry, yesterday. So I think Kaz has got your email. I'll get the link over to you, mate. But man, Paula and her dog and a stroller. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm going to say. And when she's back on, we'll bust her chops. But Manuela, how have you been doing? What's been going on in your world? How is the science? How is the lab? How's it all going?
It's good. It's good. We've been really busy working on some formulas. We're debuting on HSN QVC in September. We're moving to a bigger network, so we're just working on what our presentation is going to look like. So the proof, because everything when you're in business, you need proof of what you're doing, right? So we have to do our before and afters and our clinicals. And right now they're working on creating the show support for it. So you take your raw data and you start presenting it from science to people speak. So people understand what we're talking about. So it's been interesting.
Snowdrop says, is Manuela the same Manuela who Katie Brindle was recommending the skincare?
Yes, Isomer Skincare. I'm sure if Kiki has really good taste and is gorgeous, yes, absolutely.
Right. So, Paula, do you want to tell her? Sorry, Manuela. Hang on. Let me just freaking.
Oh, is that the station? Oh, they're. You're going to hear it in 2 languages now.
Oh, I've muted Paula. So we don't need to hear the train right now. Look at her face. She knows what's coming. She knows what I'm about to out Paula so hard. Look at her face. Why would you tell me this information, Paula? Why? Okay. So yeah, anything else you want to talk to us about, Manuel? Anything else in the
No, it's been really great. Paula arrived here just at the beginning of the week, and I had never met her live and in person before, and now I've had the pleasure, and it's been great, really great. It's been a lot of fun.
Okay,
we've already been up to a little bit of adventures, and I think we're going to get up to, before she leaves, we're going to get up to a lot more adventures. So there's a lot more for us to do.
Listen, I imagine 2 fully grown women armed with a freaking stroller. Okay, the adventures are going to be bad. Oh, where's the camera gone, Paula?
Hello.
Where's your camera gone, Paula?
Hello.
Hello, Paula. How's the train, Paula?
Hello.
Can't hear us.
Hello.
Paula, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. How you doing? You want to talk about anything? Anything you want to tell us?
I'm doing really well. Thank you. I've been with Manuela, who has been so awesome. It was so nice to meet her person to person.
Good. Yeah. Anything else you've been doing? Anything else?
Hello?
Anything else?
I hate my thing here. I can't hear anything.
Well, that's because
she's on a train. She's on a train on her way back from St. Catharines.
I can hear now. I can hear. I had the thing in low. That's why. Right. So, yes, Ron, I'm coming back from Niagara Falls because it really sucked that they didn't let Siri in anywhere.
But when you say they wouldn't let Siri in anywhere, did you take any precautions to try and ensure Siri could enter into places? Was there any?
Yes, of course. I called beforehand. We called the 3 restaurants We called 3 restaurants, right? And we chose the ones that we liked, and we were going to check them out. So we called and say we have a little pet, and they said as long as she's in a stroller or tied, she's fine. So we said okay, and we went there. We even went up the flight of stairs in the first one, which was a bitch because we have Siri in a stroller, and then. What?
No, carry on with the story. Carry on with the story. So
when we got there, they said, "Oh, sorry, ma'am, we don't allow pets in." And I said, "Well, we called and we asked if you allow pets in out in the outside patio because it's not, of course, it's not indoors, right?" And then the woman goes, "Well, I'm very sorry that you were misinformed."
Okay, but the important thing is you're currently
Thank you, Linda.
With a dog in a stroller, right? That is a fact, right?
Well, Siri is in a stroller, sleeping soundly.
It's just so. I mean, I don't know if it's me, right?
I'm not the only one, Ron. Everybody has strollers here for the little pets.
Oh, it's a thing. We actually met someone else on Philosopher's Walk. She had a stroller. We had a stroller. Well, the royal we had a stroller. We were comparing like the other woman said to Paula, once you get a stroller, like you'll never be without it. And with your dog. It's cute. It's a big thing.
I'm not ashamed, Ron.
Oh,
I'm not ashamed.
No, it's okay. I'm ashamed for you. Don't worry. I'm ashamed for the whole, for everyone.
Are you going? Did you get the patties for tuxedo?
The
beef ones. Stella and Chewy.
I'm just blown away.
The brand is Stella and Chewy.
I would just pay good money to see Paula walking about with a stroller with a freaking tiny dog in it. Like, is that, if that's not the funniest
you know what? I am so proud of it. I'll record myself. I'll have Henrik record it and I'll send it to you.
Oh,
I am absolutely proud. I have absolutely zero problems. It has relieved me of so much stress because Siri has a weight problem and she has a hip problem.
Yeah. And do you know why that is? Because she doesn't ever walk anywhere because she's in a stroller. Okay. Like, I'm just saying. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I get it. I see people with little dog strollers, but it's always like a pug that looks like a barrel that has like 4 grapes for legs.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But you should see Manuela's dog Tuxedo. He's so cute.
Here's Tuxedo. Can you see him?
Oh, there he is.
He's in his little superhero blanket.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he's really, really cute. Tuxedo is really, really cute. He's been so sweet putting up with Siri, who thinks she owns the house, and she doesn't understand that we're barely tolerated.
Yeah.
Tuxedo, go on. Go walk. Go walk. Go on.
So funny. Yeah. No. So how are you, Ron? What's new? Did you see the explosive things with with the King's brother and Meghan Markle's new nose?
We're gonna get into all of that. I just want to say though, Paula, the side chat is basically on your side.
Thank you.
It's like me and maybe 2 people that are like, what? Everyone else is like, oh yes, Paula, I've got 2 of those, and it's kind of become the new norm. So
come and say hi.
I guess that's just what happened. Look, there it is, right there. There it is. Look at that.
Yeah, there's a stroller.
Wow.
Tuxedo, look at Siri. Wow. Look at Siri.
Look at the dog.
Siri's in it. See?
Wow.
There she is.
Siri is just absolutely loving life. Well, there's Tuxedo.
Oh, yeah. Here's Tuxedo.
Oh, look at the guy.
Here he is.
Oh, yeah, he's a floofer.
So cute.
He is. He's a good one.
So cute. He's so cuddly.
Is that Monopoly artwork on your wall behind you?
I like Monopoly, yes.
Oh, that is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes.
All right, ladies. Let's
go on, go walk.
We went by Meghan Markle's house. We went by Meghan Markle's former house in Toronto.
And how was that? What was
well, it's very interesting because I think Manuela summed it up very well. She is like buying at a dollar store and complaining now she got to buy at Harrods, Because, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the street. I said it in my video because I showed the thing. But the thing is that whenever you heard her speak, you would think that she lived this grander life, that it was a step down for her to be at Nottingham Cottage, which is actually 3 times the size of that little house.
So, how long ago was it that they lived there?
That's where
What?
she lived when she met Harry.
Okay. So, what else have you done, Paula? Apart from like the Meghan
Oh no,
Markle.
we're gonna no. I'm looking for my son apartment. Well, we were gonna go to Niagara Falls. That's out today. That we're coming back. But no. Like I want to go look at Soho House. Manuela showed me where the King's brother stayed in Toronto at this hotel, which is right by her house. We're gonna go. She showed me where Sarah Rafferty, that lady from Suits, was at, which is it's like Ron. It's like night and day. If Meghan Markle was such a top person in Suits, why was she kind of slumming it compared to where Sarah Rafferty was? That's another actress from Suits, and which was in the poshest area of Toronto, and Meghan Markle is in the opposite side. Nothing wrong with that neighborhood. But what I'm saying, that why didn't they put Meghan Markle in the same neighborhood as Sarah Rafferty?
Yeah, because talent, I would imagine.
You know what I mean? And it's like, because I'm not kidding you, Ron. I don't know. I more than ever, I believe that this woman was a plant. Because when you see where she lived, by the way, Sarah Rafferty was only there like 4 or 5 months of the year, and she had way more lines than Meghan Markle. Yet Meghan Markle stayed there the entire year, and I wonder why. And she was traveling to Saudi Arabia, Croatia, all these yachting places, Soho House. And I mean, Soho House in Toronto, from what Manuela told me, is like a little place. To me, it's like a front. I am so shocked how this woman managed to get into the royal family. I mean, Ron, I wish all of you guys had been with me and Manuela on the street. I even showed Manuela saying, "Where are the paps? Where are the paps?"
It's not even to disparage where she was living or anything. I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think it has to do with her airs and the pretense of, she seems to, this whole thing, I'm wearing only Loro Piana, or she talks about the size of her wedding, or the queen's mean to her, or whatever she's saying. But meanwhile, you really come from very humble beginnings, lady, and you're trying to pretend that you're all of this, that it just doesn't jive, you know there's it's
Man,
just the lack of appreciation or gratitude or awareness or just humility. It's just incredible.
it's the way that she was degrading being at Knockout. What was it that she said
Yeah,
on Oprah? What was it that she said on
you
Oprah?
never believe it, you'll never believe it, like basically, like, how
Yeah, what Oprah
ridiculous
said.
is
You'll
this?
never believe it where she lived. I can tell you, Ron, that if Oprah saw where Meghan lived before she met Harry, she would never believe it.
Okay.
It is, and again, it has nothing to do with the neighborhood. It has nothing. It's just that when
Paula, give me 1 minute. Just keep going. I'm just starting something here. Just give me 2 minutes.
it's just that when you hear her talk, I left my career, my home. What home? She didn't own that house. Suits rented it out for her.
Hmm.
Like, what home did she leave? What career? What was she doing
She's
in Toronto?
And then she's like, she had a life there. Yeah, I'm sure she had a very social life there. I think where her family, she didn't want to be with her family. She wanted to be hustling, I think, in Toronto. And I think that's why she loved being there. And what she was up to, nobody was able to follow up with her, right? She didn't have to be accountable. I think this is
Yeah,
what
but
Toronto gave her, was freedom. And then she
yeah,
can create her own narrative.
yeah, but on Instagram, you would think that she was living this grand life. I mean, Instagram is truly full of life.
Yeah, it's just the highlights, right? And she was positioning that to merchandise it too, with the TIG and whatnot. And those two too, she was hustling.
Yeah, but it
She's
really
still
made me
hustling.
even angrier. Manuela knew, like, the whole way back as we were walking back to her house. I was like, and even afterwards, Manuela could see my brain working. It was like, How did this woman pull the, I didn't want to believe that she's a plant
Yeah.
because I don't like conspiracy things. But Ron, oh my God, Ron, if you'd been there with me, you would have gone, this can't be. This really can't. How did this woman infiltrate this? And then when you find out that Ron Burkle gave her his private plane for her to fly to Jamaica, I think it was February 2017, to meet Harry when apparently had broken off with her to that wedding where Fergie and her ex-husband were before she got married or whatever. Then it makes sense. She has to be, I really didn't want to believe it. But after you go and see that, and then you see, everything this woman does is a lie.
I think she's been said. I think she's part of something. She is. She has to be a plant. It's too much of a stretch, Ron. If you see it, I live it. I see it all the time. I used to think it was always crazy, but Paula now seeing it in the real, she's like, maybe there is something to this.
Yeah, Ron, there's no way. How did she infiltrate? How did she infiltrate the royal family?
I think Marcus and some people.
Yeah,
That's my hunch.
Yeah.
And she's got some really solid backing, because even when somebody enters something new, you try to learn what's going on. You try to acclimatize yourself. She just bulldozers right through. It's just very aggressive and abrasive, It's just very interesting that somebody who does that really doesn't give two flips, and also knows that they're not going to pay any repercussions. They just go. And that's how I think she is. She knows she's protected.
Yeah, but it's something very nefarious, And then Ron, you should see. We're gonna go see some other stuff where she went. I'm gonna go eat at Flock where Corey Vitiello owns the Flock thing.
Mm-hmm.
Manuela has been taking me to the places, and like, for example, the shop. She did a video call a day with Megan in Toronto.
We're going to take you to all those places if you want to see them.
It is absolutely, it is insane. Ron, I'm still can't get over this, guys. I don't know what the chat is saying, but guys, again, it has nothing to disparage the street or anything.
No.
But this woman did not own that house. Nobody of Suits stayed for more than 5 months in Toronto because they wrapped up the filming, right? Because they were cutting corners because it was not a wealthy production. You know what I mean? They didn't have that much money. The opposite of where they housed Sarah Rafferty to where they housed Meghan Markle is like day and night. And you got to give it to her. And Harry, I can't imagine Harry going into that house. And again, it has nothing to do with that, because the way she put Nottingham Cottage down, it's unbelievable. It's like, I can't believe I stayed at that place. It's like, no, it's just a historical building, a palace in palace grounds, palace adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who is still backing this woman, because I think that this woman's still being backed by somebody.
Oh, multiple people.
Yeah.
Multiple people.
See?
It can only be. But there's so much shady evidence that points towards Meghan's past with the yachts and the Epstein-esque parties and all of this. You just wonder how many of these potential old suitors of hers aren't still in the background throwing cash.
Well, I'm thinking Ron Burkle. And you know what's so funny, Ron? I saw an interview with Andrew Lowney. Do you remember we did a video alive where I showed you this guy called Johan Elias? That was this billionaire that he was with Fergie and her ex-husband at Ascot. And I told you we were talking of people that you never know who they are. And I mentioned his name. I said Johan Elias, and the king's brother had gone by the name Andrew Inverness. I've mentioned this before. People in the chat probably remember. I've been mentioning this for the past 2 years. It's so funny that now Andrew Lowney wrote it in his book like an exclusive thing. I've been talking about this for a couple of years now. But it's great that he put it in a book because Johan Elias is another Ron Burkle. You know, like these are the billionaires that nobody's talking about. Hello?
Hello.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Where did you guys go? It's you know, like these are the billionaires that nobody's talking about. Ron Burkle is the owner of Soho House. When Charles became king, he went to eat at Soho House.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than
there's so many locations.
Yeah, but why would a king go to Soho House to eat? You see,
It's
a king
private.
summons. But why? Why make it so visible to lend him support? That's making a statement. The king, rather than Ron Burkle going quietly and discreetly to go see the king makes sure that he's photographed going to Soho House.
See what you're saying.
It's
right?
a lot of sketchiness. And we spoke to an ex-model called Barbara last week. Oh, everybody, the next episodes of Barbara's series are coming. Barbara's mum has fallen quite severely ill. She's a vaccination survivor from all of the craziness that people were getting injected with. So we will be coming back to that. But she talked about Ron Burkle and various other individuals who are.
Well, Ron Burkle is the godfather of Diddy's twins.
Yeah. Naomi Campbell is another one that we want to keep a close eye on.
Oh yeah, Naomi Campbell is very pretty.
She is. But she's in there now, isn't she? Doing some of the work for one of the royal charities.
Oh,
yeah, she's the ambassador for the King's Trust.
There you go.
Who's the ambassador for the King's Trust? Naomi Campbell.
Absolutely.
Maria.
John Legend and his wife, that bully. She went to the auction. She went to that event to the King's Trust, right? And John Legend was there with, what's his name of the bully wife? The one that was also a Deal or No Deal girl? I can't, Mindy Kaling? No, not Mindy Kaling. Is it Mindy Kaling? No. What's the name of that bully? The one that's married to John Legend. The one that's married to John Legend. The one that did all those dirty tweets.
Okay, because I'm not being funny. Like,
yes, you are.
In Babs's story about a certain supermodel who we just mentioned there, she talks about her friend being sucked in to Naomi Campbell's world and ending up being transported by her and all of the evil things that this woman's capable of. And that she's got major ties with Diddy. She's got major ties to the royals. Then we've got Ron Burkle. Then we've had Savile and that whole escapade. Then we've had the king's brother tied with Epstein and all of that escapade. And it just doesn't seem to let up. And then of course we've got the Andrew Melly, the painter that got busted for trying to talk to young boys, who used to be Princess Diana's neighbor and was a paid royal a person that was directly hired by Prince Charles to help him with something.
Portraits. Wasn't it the portraits? Doing the portraits, the official portraits?
For the portraits, it was something else. But then he also got the job to do the coronation painting. It's crazy. It's crazy how many of these people, in fact,
belong to that club.
I'm going to be honest with you. I can't remember a single story about the royal family that includes anyone outside of the royal family that wasn't a predator.
That's sad.
Name me one. Name me one actual thing involving a story to do with the royal family that doesn't include just people in the royal family. That doesn't, and the story doesn't involve a predator, because I'm struggling. I am struggling.
I can't hear, Hendrik. I can't hear.
Paula, I was saying to everybody. I know Paula's still. Yeah.
For credit.
For credit. Oh, they're in Mississauga now. They're very close. They're getting closer.
I am here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I was just saying, Paula, that I cannot remember a single story to do with the royal family that doesn't include somebody that's not from the royal family. So a story about the royal family and a major story involving somebody outside the royal family who hasn't been a predator. Like, just give me one. Name me one.
Well, given everything that's coming out, I really don't know, Ron. Yeah, I mean, you got me on that one because I don't know. I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking a lot about that, and I thought, because you want to kind of like
Be helpful.
I've been thinking about it. The only one would be Prince William.
Well, here's the thing. Prince William is part of the royal family. So all the people he's hanging about with are from the royal family. Okay? Name me a story involving the royal family with one of their friends, okay, that hasn't been an international scandal involving some form of horrific predatory action. Because I'm struggling, mate.
None.
I'm struggling. I mean, I'm not saying that we hear stories all the time about, William's friend Billy from school, that they play golf once a year, anything like that. People would cover that in the news. It would still. You don't hear nothing, man. You don't hear Mountbatten. He was a lovely chap.
Yeah. No, I'm getting disheartened because with the New York shootings, we found out that, well, I found out a lot, and I'm doing a video about it. I've been really heartbroken about it because the director of development for the Royal Foundation became the board director, became part of the board of directors of BlackROQ in 2018, March 15th, 2018, at the same time that he became the development director for the Royal Foundation. And he's still part of that. And I don't know why. Or that he has also Andres, that chef that is also with Harry, I don't know why. I really don't know why. But for me, like, after seeing here, because, okay, I saw the house, that's cool. And I thought she lived this grand life. But when you look at this, and I started to think, is the royal family being blackmailed into having Meghan Markle in their midst? Because I don't see any other option.
Keeping an eye on them.
I have no clue, because Uncle Ron Burkle and him and Johan Elias. If you type in Johan Elias, I think it's Johan Elias, Eliasch, I think, and you type in Fergie at Ascot, you will get the article and you can post it there and you will see them there. He's an ultra billionaire. He has a lot of power over the Winter Olympics and stuff like that. I mean, he's a proper billionaire. He is the one who hosted the King's brother in Thailand in 2001, not Epstein. But Epstein was there.
It's just...
Did you find the article? It's just that I'm on the train, so I can share with you.
You spelled it way too fast, and then I just gave up.
Hang on.
E-L
I
I
A S-C-H
Yep.
and Fergie at Ascot. You know the horse race?
Yep.
Something. She's wearing like a yellow dress, and it's
like a bald dude.
Yes, yes. The guy is bald. That's him. That's Johan Elias. These are the people you don't hear in the news because, for example, for the Diddy thing, yeah. But if you look for him in Ascot, he's at Ascot with the King's brother and Fergie. Okay, and if you think about this, you never hear about them. Like you never heard the name Ron Burkle during the Diddy trial.
You don't hear. Sorry, say that again. Sorry, I was reading the side chart, Paul. You don't hear about.
You didn't hear the name Ron Burkle during the Diddy trial.
Obviously, because he's the next layer up, isn't he? This is the thing. Ron Burkle is the first layer of the untouchable layer of these people. He is just Diddy is on our level. Okay, he's in the public world within the realm of us peasants. But the Ron Burkles of the world, they're the next layer up. They're the slippery eels. They're the greased up deaf guy from Family Guy. No one's catching them. Okay. And even if they do, they just slip through their hands. Look at the Diddy case, right? Every single charge that could have possibly pointed towards a global transportation gang, a cabal, or a syndicate of horrible people was completely and utterly thrown out. Completely thrown out. And it's fine if you want to be a pervert and it's just you who's a pervert, no problem. Right? But the minute that you start making out like the Ron Burkles or the Obamas
Or
the
even Elias.
yeah, or like the prince of like Azerbaijan and all of these places. Nah, they ain't gonna have that narrative go, because they've realized that the internet's a scary place for them now. They're like, oh wow, people can actually share information pretty fast. Like
very fast.
If we've got 1%, right, of 8 billion versus 99%, and 90% of that 99% has the internet, that's quite a workforce working against that 1%. I'm just saying, okay? And as more time goes by, all of the generations who didn't want to tackle technology and couldn't, I can't figure this stuff out, that's all gone. We're in the next generation of fully integrated, savvy internet tech users who are solving and putting information out there quicker than it ever has. But sadly, we've seen a lot of misinformation, and we've seen the psyops that go on around all of that. So it's just fun. Plus, I imagine in the next 20 years, the internet will mainly just be bots all arguing with each other and AI just arguing with each other. So that'll be fun.
Well, the thing is, supposedly YouTube is now getting rid of all the AI channels.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. I was just informed today. I got a thing that they're getting rid of all the AI channels, because a lot of creators have complained and said, wait a minute, we are putting, because for example, there's 4 AI channels that literally grab my content and then they repeated it in this AI voice, but it's literally word for word. You know?
Okay. Yeah, I those kind of AI channels. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, they're going to get rid of all of those. Well, I got an email today from that they're like, they will need to have a person. You cannot do AI like that. So you have to be like a proper content creator. So in a way, it's positive, you know?
Well, so someone protecting people, not letting it all be AI is good.
Yeah. But you know, like I was thinking about that, Ron, and I was talking, Manuela and I have been talking a lot, and I was like, Manuela, how did it get so far? And you know, with Andrew, remember the scandal with Fergie taking in 500,000 when they filmed her and everything?
Mm-hmm.
The video that I did, I'm gonna go and look for it, because I think I named it something, because back then when I was uploading, you couldn't even talk about them in these topics, because so you have to be creative.
I need to say this. Prince Andrew has not been. I need to just let me get through this, ladies. So Prince Andrew has not been charged with any crimes. There is no charges, and he has never been brought to court. There is no pending charges against Prince Andrew. He has no charges against him as far as Epstein Island goes. There is nothing at all on his record that could possibly say that he is a nasty man or has any wrongdoing as far as children go. Definitely not having to say that because of legal reasons. So just reminding everyone, Prince Andrew, never charged.
Stand-up guy.
Stand-up guy. All right.
Well, Andrew Lowney, according to Andrew Lowney, he's saying that while he was the ambassador envoy of Great Britain abroad, he was charging 1% of whatever contracts he was getting these really shady governments with Great Britain. Apparently, one of them contracts gave him, the 1% was 21 million pounds.
21 million.
Yeah, that's the 1%. Apparently, he was charging a fee when he was trade ambassador. Remember, he was a trade ambassador of the UK.
Yeah.
And he used to travel to all these places. So whatever contract he secured between those countries and the UK oil or whatever, or guns, because he had access
He was getting a
to
backhand.
military things.
Yeah.
According to Andrew Lowney, he got 1% of that. And in one deal alone, he got 21 million pounds.
I'm telling you, I would have been the most crooked member of the royal family. I would have been doing that all the time. That's all I would have been doing. I would have been like, we've got my 1% in the bag, right? Okay, fire up the plane. Let's go to the freaking Congo and talk about some minerals. Okay.
And this is why.
Rinse it.
Yeah. But this is the thing, though. This is the thing, Ron. This man and I Norman Baker, he's writing a book just on the finances of the royal family. Andrew Lowney is writing about Andrew and Fergie. But this guy, Mr. Norman Baker, he's writing just the finances of the royal family. Their book is coming out later on. But the royal family fought tooth and nail to stop this book from being put out.
They don't want it out though.
Here, whatever happened to that German documentary about Meghan Markle?
It didn't come to nothing. It was just repetitive of what we were saying, what we YouTubers were saying. But I am so glad. I am so glad that Andrew Lowney said what I've been saying for the past 3 years about Andrew, which is Johan Elias. He did that thing with Andrew Inverness. And also he's talking about Meghan Markle with Andrew, which is what I've said also. Meghan Markle was in New York in September 2013 when Andrew took a month off to go to New York to help Eugenie move. And he was there at the same time as Meghan Markle. And that the reason, and he even told Harry, you should really listen because she has a background. And also, apparently, there were some pictures. There were some pictures that Meghan Markle, it looks like it's Meghan Markle in 2013. She was, at the Tea in the Park Festival, Ron. And Harry's there, and Meghan Markle seems to be with his best friend Inskip, the one that didn't get invited to the party afterwards.
Yeah, it's just a suspicious. This photo here, right? With this woman's arm threw me off. It's a trick of the light. It looks like she's got like a wee chicken arm here. But. Prince Andrew, right, and Epstein, Savile, all these people, okay, and the painter Paula. Again, it's a never-ending circle of individuals that, like I say, I said this other day, we've all had that one weirdo that we've either worked with or lived in our street, and we all have sort of somebody who we can say, oh yeah, there was a weirdo that lived on my street and he got arrested, or there was that one weird guy at our work that turned out to be this or that. But when you have when the two biggest monsters in recent history, Savile and Epstein, turn out to be rubbing shoulders with the same royal family members.
Yeah. And if you look at something, Epstein is always in the background, just like Johan Elias or Ron Burkle.
Could you also think of it as like these guys have such the royals or people of billionaire status or millionaire status or very well connected or famous people, celebrities, they start the ordinary, and for us the extraordinary becomes ordinary for them. So they need to even do something wilder or more, or this is why they enter into areas that is so extreme. I think because their lives are so rich in so many ways that to them it's become boring. And what are they going to do for fun? They're going to do all this outrageous stuff, and they're going to hang out with people who are absolutely evil or diabolical or racy or really taking them to the edge.
Yeah. No, but Meghan Markle, I'm trying to get, I'm trying to get some info. Today, somebody sent me an email and they said that they're going to try to hook me up with somebody here who used to work in Suits. And I'm gonna see if it's real or not, because the email I got, or it seems pretty real. They said like, I didn't know you were in Canada, but now that you're in Canada, I can talk to you off the record, and I'm gonna follow that up because
Oh, good. That'll be fun.
yeah, but because I mean, she said she had a lot to talk about because Megan is now who we think she is. That her demeanor of being a bully, or allegedly being a bully, comes with entitlement because she felt backed by people.
Yeah.
She felt.
Can I just put a wee disclaimer in here? Earlier,
Allegedly. I said allegedly.
I just want to say earlier when I was referring to the painter, that's Andrew Mellon. I may have said Andrew Lowney.
Oh yeah. Sorry, we're talking about Andrew Mellon.
I just want to just correct that. So Andrew Lowney,
keep your fruits and vegetables organized. Ron.
Andrew Lowney is an author, okay, who's just written a book. Andrew Mellon is the painter who lived next door to Princess Diana and who was friends with Prince Charles. Prince Andrew works with Prince Charles and was busted in Blackpool trying to have shenanigans with a young boy. So just to repeat that, Andrew Lowney, author, Andrew Mellon, dodgy predator.
He's also an author of whatever.
Thank you, Donna Wolf. Donna Wolfwitch. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. In fact, you have a John Cena.
But and talking about that Andrew Lowney guy, Andrew Mellon, I am doing the video. I'm putting the video out tomorrow, so we can talk about it and do the follow up. Yeah, but I was like, because I finally got it clear through YouTube. So now I know what I can write and I can't write, or say or can't say. Hey, we're close to Union Station. We're like 15 minutes from Manuela now. So
I can't wait. Manuela, you need to get a shot of her coming down your drive with that pushchair, with the buggy.
I'll be proudly showing it. I have absolutely zero problems.
We're gonna do a fashion show, the latest runway with your dog stroller.
Yeah. Well, look, what I want to do is get Paula on a hoodie with the caption "Strong Independent Woman 2025," and it's just Paula with a tiny stroller with a dog asleep in it. Nailed it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be like that dog walker that we ran into that has, I mean, and not only Ron, did he look like the dogs with the beard and everything? His shirt had the huge face of the dogs on it.
Can you imagine this fellow? He had two, I think they were King Charles Cavalier. What are they? Those little, like the Cocker Spaniel looking dogs? And he looked like one himself. Like the man literally had his hair cut that way with a beard. And then he had a big t-shirt with his two dogs, one in the front and one in the back, the same face. So it was just like this Cocker Spaniel float that went by us. So
but it wasn't a small picture. It was the entire front of the shirt.
It was so sweet. And he was friendly too. Of course he was. He had such a good soul.
Oh, yes, I can say. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but the thing is wrong. Where's my phone? Okay. The thing is, though, I was thinking about it because why are these people around there? Is it? And I was talking to somebody, and they go, "Is it because they want to compromise the royal family? Because the royal family are the most visible people and most influential, and they like to be puppeteers of the royal family." Because at the end of the day, this is what I wanted to tell you. When I was talking to Andrew Mellon, I said, how did you meet Charles? Right? Because I want to know, how did you get in? Oh, he goes, it was through Camilla Parker Bowles, who recommended him as a gardener. Because back then, remember that Charles used to talk to plants and everybody used to mock him and everything. And he was also a painter. And Camilla met her. Yes, he does paint beautifully. And then and he was into organic, and he was like into stuff. So Camilla is the one who recommended Andrew Mellon to Prince Charles. And then Prince Charles, when he married Diana, He basically had him working at the garden. He got him in a house living right next door to them. He babysat Harry. I have the pictures that he sent me that nobody has of Harry and William in bikes.
Yeah, this
That's
is
him.
this is who we're talking about. This is who we're talking about.
Oh yeah, I sent you those pictures. You know.
Man, I've got the maddest little thing going on at the back of my neck here. It's stingy. Yeah, so this is Andrew Mellon. He, as you can see, all of the artwork behind him. That is not a paint. That's not. None of these are pictures. These are all paintings behind him, including the one of Diana. He had several letters from the Queen thanking him for his service. I mean, look at his bracelet.
What's his bracelet? Because I saw the backyard. The background of his house was full of
like
letters, photos.
Yeah, that's diamonds and emeralds in that. I mean, look at it. So he's a very interesting character. And when the Sting team busted him in Blackpool, I think they removed, I think it was 25 mobile devices from his property. Very, very odd man. And he's got a long history of talking to young boys on the internet and trying to groom them into his property for not nice things. And the Sting team that busted him has got maybe 400 convictions under their belt. Like, they are an incredibly organized team. And you have no idea the level of like shadiness that the police have done to make sure this man does not get charged.
Really?
Only time I've ever heard of a suspect being driven back after they've been arrested. The police drove him back to his house. There you go, mate. Off you pop. And that was him.
So he's super protected.
Of course he is, yeah. 100%. 100%.
What the?
It's bonkers. It's bonkers. I had to take this hoodie off. It's like freaking melting. But
this is the point when you see him. I've seen him in a little interview that Paula and I were watching him for a few minutes the other day. He's like, you know, the Columbo kind of character, a little fumbly, but at least Columbo's intelligent. This looks like he looks lost. I mean, it doesn't seem like he could even tie his own shoes or shoelaces, right? And yet he's up to all of this.
Yeah, but that's by design. The best thing that you can ever do is convince someone you're not a threat. Okay,
you're an idiot.
If I'm trying to convince someone that I'm not threatening, I'll use Comic Sans as my font in an email, right? Just to make them think I'm a complete moron. You know what I'm saying? And then
yeah. Is it just me or the volume's gone? Hello? Anybody there? Paula? Ron? Somebody? Can you guys hear me out there?
Hang on.
All right, good. All right, there's sign of life, proof of life.
Sorry, I was grabbing a glass of water.
Oh, that's okay. No, I just didn't know if we were just like
everybody
was abducted by aliens.
Yeah, it's just you, Manuela. That's it. So no, I was getting ice. I was getting ice and water.
I guess that's what she's doing. Okay, that's good. No, I guess that's what she's doing. She's probably changing from the GO train to the subway, the tube, or she's going to take an Uber up because apparently, yeah, I think that's just easier with her with the stroller. So it won't be too long before she comes here.
I got my first DM of 2025 of someone threatening to sue me over content. What? And we're 8 months into the year. It's been a good year. I mean, I'm not going to comply, so they are going to have to sue me. So I'm excited.
Go for it. Go all Candace Owens on it.
Oh yeah, no.
Go ahead, bring it on.
You will have to sue me. I will never comply. In fact, I'm going to put all the messages you've sent out about wanting to sue me over me removing my content. I'm going to take that and make that into content tomorrow. So
that's good content.
I'm going to double down.
Double down.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Ron, I can sue. Yeah, do it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's all sue Ron. Let's everyone find a reason to sue Ron just for Ben. So
The year of well, there's a lot coming out this year. The only one who's not getting sued or lawsuits or any discoveries, Epstein. All of that's like that's pretty tight. Or this Mellon, the guy. It's another one.
Ron has been waiting a long time for the Clintons to get their name dragged again.
Seriously, I know.
I am so
I'm
here
with you
for all of this. Okay. And assuming, because you got to remember, right? You got to remember, we had a little bit of hope when the FBI dragged the Hillary Clinton in for the FBI scandal, right? A little bit of hope.
I
but
know.
Then it turns out no charges. Nothing was done wrong. Don't worry about it. Well, those FBI guys are also getting dragged into court. Right? So I imagine there's a lot of really tense colons, right, that are existing in the world of these people right now, because if Maxwell's given up enough to get a cushy minimum security prison, okay, and has cleared Trump, we are going to have to see a sacrificial lamb come to surface. Okay. If we've got all of, because there's that's too many people. I mean, that is too many people that one of them could just sing like a canary. You know, that's just too many of them. So there's going to have to be a sacrificial lamb. This is all going to have to get put on someone. And I imagine someone will die of food poisoning and it will suddenly all be their fault. That's what I think. So
I don't know. I think Hillary's going to be untouchable though, and Billy and Hillary. I think that it's going to be somebody else, lower hanging fruit.
I don't know if we're going to take any more lower hanging fruit. I think after denying the files existed, I don't think people are going to take it. Look at how quick the response was from Trump. Trump was swearing he was that all over the place. Okay. Yep. The guy was stood on a runway, effing and seeing and blinding. Okay. That was what you call flustered. Okay. That is what you call flustered.
I don't think he could believe it. I don't think he could believe it that he didn't hoodwink us one more time. That it's come to an end.
Now, do you know, I honestly feel, and you can say, oh, you're just trying to fucking make Trump out to be the good guy or whatever. I think someone pulled a swift one, right? I think someone tried to pull a swift one. I think Virginia Giuffre was about to come forward with more survivors, okay, of Epstein, and with the announcement of all the client lists that would have vilified all of the other survivors, making them have cases, because it is a syndicate. There is a client list, and then the whole cabal has panicked, taken out Virginia, done away with the existence of the client list, and now Trump's left there to have to tell everybody that these things never actually existed in the first place. Okay. And then all of a sudden now, after the client list doesn't exist, he metaphorically kicks open the doors of Maxwell's cell and is like, girl, start talking. Doesn't make any sense. You would have done that 6 years ago. You would have done it 6 years ago. So I imagine Trump has never, ever seen a client list. I imagine he was told all about a client list and never actually seen one. And that's what I think. I'm sorry. I think the client list that Elon was talking about, I'm sure that exists, but I imagine that's one way of looking at it. Other way of looking at it is that Trump is all over the list and he was looking for a way out because he's also a big dirty individual. That's another way of thinking. I could believe that too. So
I heard that there's over 10,000 Trump citations on some of the files. That they have 10,000 times he's mentioned over and over again in certain things. I mean, it could be benign. It could be benign. It could be nothing. But I agree. I think there's more to this. Absolutely, somebody's got something.
Here's the thing,
because
Manuel.
they're shook.
Here's the thing. It's what could destroy Trump is the fact that if they were to release the client list and call it the official client list, and the only name in it is Donald Trump 10,000 times,
Sure.
we're going to have to take that as the official client list. There's going to be a whole bunch of people that don't ever imagine that they could have faked a list. Okay, and it's a messy one, because I mean, when Elon Musk came out and said that Trump was on the list, the same day that Kash Patel goes on Joe Rogan to talk about how Epstein unalived himself and there's no conspiracy and we're going to release the tapes. What? Just look at the time frame of the last 12 months and the last 200 years of history and compare when any of this has ever happened in a government. When has a government ever reacted like this to anything? It's never happened. They have something has happened behind the scenes that we don't know about that has been a catalyst for this nonsense. Also, was there not a war in Israel and Iran for about 5 minutes? What happened there? What happened there?
It didn't work.
No, listen. World War III was about to start about 12 weeks ago, right? It was World War III, What happened there? Trump looked raging when it was over. When it was over in a couple of days, Trump looked raging. It was almost as if he'd made a deal to have that happen and go on for a certain amount of time, and then someone went back on the deal to make him look like more of an idiot. It was almost like that. And is there not one of those countries involved in a bit of a scenario where they say they're behind everything? It's awfully weird. It's awful weird how things start joining up.
It's very weird how they start joining up, and it's very weird how that distraction didn't work. I mean, I have personal family that live in Iran. My family's my husband's family's Iranian, Persian.
Okay.
And they were, I mean, it happened so fast. I mean, they were here. They had to fly back because of the war. And then when you fly over, you cannot use any radar. Pilots can only fly in the daytime. They have to use their vision to land. So it's very, very dodgy right now, but it's all gone away. Like you're right. It went from all out, World War III is happening, to that.
Yeah, don't worry. The thing that we're going to blow up in Iran is in the middle of nowhere that nobody can see, and we're just going to confirm with a satellite image that we got it. And then war was on, World War III. We all got. Do you know? I tell you what, though, we got to see that freaking Israeli Sky Dome thing, which looked pretty mad, right? With all the
which isn't working.
I know, but it looked pretty cool. I mean, I wasn't there.
It looked pretty cool, but did you see what happened? They were able to show that how ineffective it actually is, and how expensive.
If you fire 100 rockets at me,
if
you fire 100 rockets at me and only 10 of them hit, that's a success. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Yes,
you're never going to defend them all. But man, it looked pretty badass. I'm not going to lie.
But they understood that. That was the point too. That they understood how to outmaneuver it, and people weren't supposed to. They understood very quickly how to outmaneuver it.
I mean, it's
and how to get their message across.
Basic math, but I just thought it was mad. Like, I've got friends out in Israel, and I've got friends in Israel that were sending. Well, not friends in Israel, but workmates and friends sending me photographs and videos of all of these like little communities all dancing and singing with their kids in car parks with freaking bombs going off in the distance. It's just crazy. It was crazy. It was just crazy. And then what happened? And then it's what? The war is off now. Is that it?
Yes, for now. For now. They were going to see that. For now, let's see, because the distraction's not working. They thought that you're right. I really, this was supposed to last a lot longer. It was supposed to be a lot bigger. It was supposed to be really have us looking over there so we wouldn't care.
I remember when wars meant something. Okay, none of this 3 or 4 day nonsense. Okay, none of this just launching shells and tens of thousands of troops, Manuela, thousands of lives lost. That's how you do a war. Okay. So, but you see what I'm saying? It was a bit weird because it went from 1,000 miles an hour to nothing. And all of the things that have happened since then, the way that Trump's acted, the way that everything is played out in this reeks of somebody did something that that whole administration did not expect, or maybe one of the clients who's maybe a billionaire, like Arab freaking prince, Arabian prince or some madness, was like, nah, I could buy your country, okay, so get this stuff sorted out, or I don't know, but I just don't feel like any of this has played out how anybody wanted it to play out, whether it's the Trump administration, whether it's the other side. There's something has happened behind the scenes to force this absolute nonsense to play out, because they would never just they never just come out and go, oh, that thing we've been speaking about for the last 5 years doesn't exist. Okay,
Doesn't exist. Nothing to see here.
It's crazy.
Why are you wasting your time with this dead guy? There's nothing here. Meanwhile, you ran your whole campaign based on it. And then today, a Wednesday or a Thursday, all of a sudden it doesn't exist. And why are we talking about it? You talked about it constantly. Now you don't want to talk about it anymore. You used it as your main platform. Now it's just a hoax. Now it's just something people just made up. What was that? The latest? It's just it's just them making it up. It was a complete hoax. Nothing to see here, folks. I don't know.
I really, you know, I'm not a big like reader of stuff that isn't a textbook, right? Like comic, like graphic novels and complex like textbooks, no problem. But like storybooks, like for a start, there's going to be a Russian guy in the book whose name I cannot pronounce and read, who I'm going to have to change the name of. So there'll always be like a Stanley or a Colin who is actually a Russian dude whose name I can't read in a book. So, like, I will read Trump's tell-all book when that comes out after he's out of presidency, right? Because I'm telling you now, like, there's something going on here. There is something going on here. Trump going to see Maxwell. Like, why wasn't that the first thing anybody did? Why, like, I'm sorry, like, hello?
I don't think they remembered she was even there until last week.
Audience, hello. Why was the key witness in this case, the girlfriend of Epstein, not dragged into court and like squeezed like a toothpaste bottle to get the last little bits of information out? Why was that not a thing? Am I missing something? Okay,
because there's nothing to see here. There was no crime. She went to jail for nothing. He killed himself for nothing.
Let's say I'm Epstein, you're Maxwell, right? I've been arrested. You've been arrested.
I'm Ghislaine. Yeah.
Yeah, you're Ghislaine, right? Does it not make sense for the side chat, the court of the side chat, if I'm an international human transportation PDF monster, okay, and I get arrested, Manuela is my freaking partner in crime. Put a 1 in the side chat if you feel like she would be a good witness to use against me in this to bring the whole system down, or put a 2 in the side chat if you don't really see a point in her information being useful. Because I'm not being funny. If I was to go and ask a 7-year-old this, okay, leaving out all of the traumatizing parts, I'm pretty sure I can get him to see my point on this. You know,
I think that not only is she useful, but she's the actual connector. She was the one who was finding all of the trinkets as well. I mean, she's putting it all together at different levels.
But then you find out who Maxwell's dad is, right?
Well, there you go.
And it gets worse. It just gets worse. None of it makes any sense. And everyone's connected. And it's like
maybe Epstein's the victim here. And dude, Maxwell's the mastermind,
you know, right? That, you know what? In this world, it wouldn't surprise me if Diddy has Christmas #1 this year, and we find out that Epstein, we just got it all wrong. Okay, they were just pinning it all on it. They were just pinning it all on him, right?
Just threw money at him to take the fall.
Yep, I'm just saying. Wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Just too mad.
Nothing. It's just beyond bizarre, because it's never really who you think it is, or what. It's never what it seems, because all of this connection behind the scene, and now this move, which is Lane too, it happened. So first, again, that was like Iran, 0 to 100. Like it moved her. They moved her. They talked to her on a Monday, and on Wednesday she's already on Club Med. Like
right.
How does that happen? Most people, I mean, it takes longer to get your dry cleaning back.
That's. I would have. Could you imagine how that conversation would have went? Like, imagine you're Ghislaine, right? You've been in this crazy maximum security place, and then all of a sudden you're going to sit down, and she was given immunity for anything that she was asked. So if she was asked something, she was immune from criminality. But if she accidentally gave something up willingly, she could have it used against her. But man, I'm telling you, this is probably the greatest travesty and scandal the world has ever seen, that we're all still so confused about, like trying to still piece the last little bits of this together and all the rest. But the Clintons, the FBI, the attorney generals, all getting called into court. That's the realness right there. Okay, that's the realness. And I hope that we do not get the 4 days worth of war version of this court. Like, I want to see this the Clintons get a proper dragging through these courts.
I don't know what they're gonna do. They didn't drag Diddy. They don't drag anybody. They're not gonna expose this. This will never go. They're gonna hide it.
That's true. The exposing of the cabal and all of that, they will always hide it 100%.
What I find fascinating is how people like Cash Patel or Bondi or whatever, how quickly Bongino, that other one, how quickly they fold. Like how quickly they go from one to being a certain position, getting into the circle, and then whoop, they fold very quickly. I mean, Trump, I think, is a little bit harder to fold, but I do think I think you're right. There's somebody pulling the strings there that are much to his chagrin bigger than him. But the other ones just fold so quickly. Like nobody has, even with principle, I think a lot of people are just, they're so scared. And I think they've got something on you, something bigger and uglier than we can expect, we can think about.
And keep in mind as well, like Trump has a long history of being a scallywag global businessman before he even entered into politics. So there's a long period of time where something stupid could have happened. We heard from Babs, right? Ex-model Manuela. So imagine you're a normal guy. You're not a PDF file, right? But the Epsteins of the world need to get some blackmail material on you. You're not married, so, you know, an affair ain't going to work. It's as simple as slipping something into that guy's drink, okay? Sending him into a room with 2 or 3 beautiful, you know, women who are of legal age, okay? And then for 10 minutes, swapping those 3 women out with 3 younger women in the same outfit with that guy out of his face, lying on the bed. You get a few photographs, done. That's it, done. All right. Then you just bring the other women back in. That is how it's done. Now we have all the leverage we need. Are you saying it's out of the realm of possibility that at some point in the whole life of Trump, right, that there couldn't possibly be a set up scenario like that?
Oh, I'm surprised there's only one. If there's only one, I'd be surprised that the number would be less than, you know, fingers on your right hand, honestly. Right. Well, also, remember, he was also part of the whole Miss America, whatnot, the beauty pageants, and insisting on going to inspect his merchandise or the contestants alone.
That was just male playfulness in the 80s and 90s, Manuel.
I get that. No, I just think
I'm getting dark. How weird are those times though? Like you ever watch something back from like the 80s or the 90s? And it's like it's all hairspray and shoulder pads and
meat on a stick. Like, I mean, seriously, it's like just hanging out there and anything goes. Anything we're saying, anything, and you believed it.
Put a 1 in the side chat if you remember that weird time in the late 80s where if you were watching a movie and the 2 lead characters kissed, at some point the guy was going to shove his arm up the back of the woman's jumper, and apparently that was a thing. It was a thing. Put a 1 in the side chat if you remember. Also, the mad jumpers in the 80s with the necks that were too big and like they would hang off the shoulder and stuff like that. Those were a thing too. These are the things that come back into my brain.
Was that flash dance or whatever you call that? Yeah. And everything happened after 9 p.m. too.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And we could all remember every single phone number for every single person we'd ever met in our lives. Every number. Every goddamn number was stored up here. And then mobile phones came out. And then all of a sudden, I didn't wear a watch anymore. And I didn't need to remember anyone's phone number. I don't even know our own. I was just going to say, I don't even know what my number is. It's that bad. It's that bad, man. But this is the thing. We've got to keep in mind just how long a life of being a scallywag Trump has. Who knows what we've got on him. But I'll tell you this right now. There is no way in hell that you'd be getting, Trump had an affair with a normal woman. There's no Monica Lewinsky situation that Donald Trump could give a rat's ass about at all. You ain't taking him down with a Monica Lewinsky. You could take him down with a terrible set of decisions that were made on Epstein Island that made him never, ever, ever go back ever again and fall out with Epstein. But the deed's done. It's done. Why are you still in denial, Ron? Why are you still in denial, Ron? Why can you not see who he's been? Listen, I get it, okay, Green, but sometimes Ron just likes to. I like the discussion.
Just to push it. To like the discussion. That's right.
Yeah, it's more about the discussion for me than actually. I can give you a whole bunch of different opinions on this, but I just don't know where to land on it. Okay, because one way we can be all like, oh, Trump, he's doing it, man. He's doing it. He's got them all subpoenaed. He's questioned Maxwell. On the other hand, you can be like, what are you up to? What are you up to? Why didn't you do this years ago? What are you up to? What's in that list, you rascal? What you been doing on that island?
That's right. Those files. Show me. Show me what he doesn't want to see those files. What files?
What do I hear in the distance?
What Bitcoin you said? Would you like some? Yeah.
They're coming for you, Trump. Coming for you. Do you know what I'm saying? It's one of them. It's one of them. But at the same time, we just don't know. We don't know. It could be so many things. But
they all got stuff on each other, though. I bet you. I see you a scandal. Your list? You could just say my list. What I got.
All I'm saying, right, is like 4 weeks ago, World War III. Okay.
Yep.
The following week, no more World War III. The next week, no Epstein list. Then the next week, Maxwell gets questioned. And the following week, everyone's going back to court. So if that's not a badly written crime novel, if that was a movie, you'd be like, this plot is.
And now Trump has to stay in power to keep all the people in play properly.
Oh, I want them to pass a law that now the current president, the next president, I want it to be like Korea, where when the president dies, it's his son that takes over the country. I want it to be like, that's what I want to do. I would love to watch.
But only if the son is over 7 feet tall. That has to be the succession.
Right? Because do you remember when Trump got into power, all these people like shaving their hair off and crying on TikTok, just being like, I can't believe it.
I know.
Can I just say, I swallowed down every one of those delicious tears. I sat reveling in the pain of these people because it was the most ridiculous thing to get emotional over. It was too good. It was just so good. So I would love to see all those people living in a Trump America until his lineage dies out. I want to see that. I want to see that reaction on TikTok. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see.
Oh, yeah. The Trump parade. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Yeah. Trump's all right. Trump's all right. Like I say, it's,
Well, it's entertaining.
Oh, hell yeah. Manuela, for you and me, right? For
it's
you
so
and me,
entertaining.
It's so good. It's so good. Sadly though, my government makes the American government look like a well-oiled machine that cares for its people and always has the best intentions of its society at heart. My government do you remember when Guy Fawkes tried to blow up Parliament? Right? Maybe you don't. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from our parliament right now. It's very like treasony. It's very like, oh, we're just gonna just shaft you all the best we can.
All I wonder is like, and I don't know much about your government now because I don't even much about my own government. I mean, I know
Yep,
who's
yep,
there, who's
yep.
in power, whatever.
With
But
you.
I'm always, and I don't know why, even though at my age, I'm, in my early 60s, but I'm always surprised how stupid these people are and how they get into power. It's like, what happened? How did you not find a qualified somebody with something positive to say or
Well,
do? Why is this clown in charge? And who's voting for these people?
well, here's the thing. If the powers that be put intelligent people in power to represent everything, then we would be genuinely surprised as to why these things happen. We have to have people that are basically capable of being framed as fools running the new world. Otherwise, the cabal couldn't function. If we've got smart, intelligent governments, the whole thing would fall apart. We need to have.
But you and I are not that rare. We cannot be like, how scary is the world if you you and I are the only ones who see this? Like, it's like it can't be like that. There has to be, a lot more thinking, breathing, knowing,
I don't know what
deducing.
I don't know what you're talking about, Kareen. All right, I don't know if you're like huffing like paint thinner or what. Okay, but you're a good guy, Ron. You would be against at all the Ron. You would be against.
It would be
I'm assuming I'm saying
aghast, aghast,
Oh,
aghast.
it's
Like,
not.
brutality.
Kareen, no, you've not been honking paint thinner. I just can't read. That's what that is. Okay, you'd be a guy. Ron's well aware of the brutality. Ron is well aware of the brutality that goes on. Ron just has to try and rationalize this in his own brain sometimes. I just have to. I have to.
I think that I think that you're very well aware of it.
Oh yeah,
That's why you
Kareen,
are saying it the way
Ron's
you're saying it, is
Ron
because
spent
he's
Ron
dishing
spent
it
the
out
best.
in slices.
Yeah, Ron spent the best part of a decade exposing all of this stuff, right? Like all of this stuff from back in the like 2017, 18, 19. I started exposing all of this stuff. The Clintons, the cabal, the secret freaking global societies that are running kids everywhere. I've shut down thousands and thousands of abuse sites on the dark web. I've caused the disruption of millions of euros and millions of dollars in human trafficking money. And we've stuck some people in prison as well. So it's been good. But yeah, well, listen, I get what you're saying, Kareem, but you got to understand, this is a royal mess. This isn't, let's talk about the hardcore nitty gritty realities of the politics side. This is just skimming the politics and looking at the royal connections, if you see what I'm saying. But I understand what you're saying, but now Ron knows what's going on, man. It's just, Ron's sick of telling you. Like, I'm sick of telling you. I've been saying this for almost 10 years.
I think Ron would like to see somebody held to account, somebody, somewhere, some little hope that one person falls. One.
Right.
Just give us one.
That's what it is. It's
give us a
1%
pinky
of blind hope that I have that just one time one of these monsters is actually going to make it from the jail cell to the courtroom, go through the courts, go through all the charges that they should be charged for, and get punished appropriately. And sadly, the Diddy case has not filled me with any hope that any of this is ever going. It's the same crap over and over again. It's going to take. Also, have you heard about that thing that's coming towards Earth? By the way, it's like 7 miles wide, and it's coming in a direct course with Earth. And all of the science people that decide what stuff is in space have said that they cannot declare this an asteroid or a natural formation because of the way that it's traveling. So basically, there's a 7 mile wide spaceship like gunning towards Earth.
I would not be surprised if you look up and you see that it is Paula with the stroller and Siri inside, just 7 miles wide.
Yeah. fact, is there not somewhere that we can name stars? Can we not go and name a star
Yes,
Paula, with a
you
stroller?
can.
Uh-huh.
You can.
Right.
You
That's what
can.
we're for Paula's Christmas. That's what we're all doing. We're going to name a star Paula with a stroller and send it to Paula. Uh-huh. That's what we're going to do. 100%. Right. Well, listen. So, circling back to Epstein and, of course, Prince Andrew. We all know the previous scandal. We all know what went on. But the fact that the one person that blew the lid off all of this, Virginia, is connected to Prince Andrew, suddenly is unalived the same year that people are called back into court.
Yeah.
McFly.
Yeah, McFly.
McFly.
Someone was saying that she's got, what do they call that? A dead man switch?
A dead man switch, yeah. Do you want to?
Yeah.
There was a guy called Isaac Cappy. Okay.
Oh, wait! I got somebody at my door.
There's somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door.
Do you know who's gonna be there?
Got one in the side
so
chat.
excited.
If you know the somebody's at the door reference, there's somebody at the door.
The door.
The lady
Let's
with the t-shirt
see.
should know this.
Here
Oh my
we are.
God! There it is. There's the stroller. That's
There's
a
this-
fancy stroller too. You spent money.
It is a fancy stroller. She spent
That's like
money
you spent
on it.
proper cash on that too.
Run. Yeah. So here you go. Ah. I have my AirPods on. Can you hear me still?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I
Hang
don't
on a
know.
second.
Yeah, he
I've
could.
got a friend of mine is asking me if I can dog watch for him. I just need to message him before I forget.
Yes, that was you. I cleaned it up. Here. Come listen. Are you? There we go. Are you? Whose dog are you watching?
My friend Kieran and Brad are, and they're
I was gonna name
three-
my son Kieran. I love that name. I think it's such the
yeah,
coolest
pretty cool.
name.
Pretty cool. So yeah, he's a big, massive. What's the dog breed that they tried to they're banning in the UK?
Pitbull?
Something is it a pit bull? It's not a pit bull. It was something else. What the hell is it called? Someone will be able to tell me what it's called. But it's the dog breed that they tried to ban. And honest to God, he is just the most lovely. I've known him since he was an XL bully. He's an XL bully. I've known this dog since he was a pup, right? And I'm one of the few people that has authority over this dog because I never took any crap from him as a pup. And he is the most gentle, most incredibly raised dog ever. Like there's not an ounce of nastiness in this dog. But man, he looks terrifying, right? He looks terrifying because he's just all head. He's like that big 3-headed thing in Harry Potter. So he's going to come and Uncle Caveman, as I'm called. I'm his Uncle Caveman. So he's going to come and stay with Uncle Caveman.
Who's there with us?
So yeah, absolutely. Right, let me put you guys up there, put them there, and I'll just.
Manila, you're still on. That's it.
Oh, sorry, I've removed it.
Do I take this off?
Yeah, here we go. We can hear better. At least
All right,
I
let me
can.
take these off.
Now, Manuela has been having some rosés that she bought. Is this a rosé or am I talking crap?
That's a Prosecco rosé.
Okay, it is a rosé.
Are you guys having a glass of wine? Yeah, I'm getting.
I haven't drank anything.
If you're having a drink, I'm having a drink. So just let me know if you're having a drink. If you're having a drink,
Yeah, we are.
Okay, well, okay.
We are. We haven't eaten anything because I was so angry and they didn't let my dog in.
Yes.
Baby
If
girl.
if there's any young individuals watching, highly recommend binge drinking on an empty stomach.
Binge drinking.
Brilliant idea. Don't do it.
The pizza. What I'm gonna do
Oh,
is
you ate
I'm gonna make pasta. Look, I have pesto sauce ready from my backyard. That's the basil from my backyard. So I'm gonna make pasta with pesto.
I was telling Manuela that we should do like a cooking thing. We should do like a tray like Meghan Markle with the rainbow thing. You know?
Knee off the door.
Huh?
Just bash my knee off the door.
Oh well, are you drinking? You haven't even started drinking.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I've only just sat down with the bottle, Paula. Give me a second. Jeez.
Goes the weasel.
Exactly.
I have to say that every time I do that. I don't know why.
You got it. You got it. All right.
Tomó agua la Siri. Okay.
So we were actually hoping.
You won't be coming back later. I tell you what, you want to come in here and say you'll be back later. I don't think you'll be back later at all, mate. I think that's the last time you'll ever be on this channel. Sorry about that. See you later. Oh, I don't know. There's somebody that said something in the side chat that I didn't like, so now banned.
Good.
That's how we roll.
Good.
What could they possibly say?
That we're so adorable.
Yeah, it's just sometimes people think this is a democracy where they think that their free speech posts any relevance to existing in my side chats. Did you see what I mean? People will come, they think they have the right to have a free speech.
Today I'm not embarrassed to say I need a drink.
You are wrong.
Yes, I can. Do you hear that cluck, cluck, cluck? Is the drink, Ron?
Right, hang on. Yeah.
Okay,
so let me just circle back to the main points of this, right? Because,
what were we talking about?
Well, I just want to refocus on Prince Andrew, the case.
Can we say his name now because we couldn't before?
Well, we can as long as we're not saying anything.
That's what he meant.
As long as we all understand, I swear to God, right?
It smells so good.
If you're going to murmur in the background to each other, right? When this isn't a social event, ladies, they don't care. They're just talking. I've muted you. It's fine. So look, if this, we can say Prince Andrew as long as we're not making any accusations about Prince Andrew. And I want to remind everybody again, Prince Andrew has not been charged with any crimes whatsoever. He just got accused of some stuff and then paid a bird 13 million to shop about it, which doesn't mean he's guilty. I'm just saying. So yeah. Let me just unmute you. There we go. No, I'll remute. Yeah. There we go.
So the thing is though with Andrew, like with the thing that he has now with what's her name? I don't know what the hell, whether she's his wife or what the hell she is.
Fergie?
What is she? Is she his wife? Do we know what she is?
We should have a stove behind us.
I don't know. Are they still together?
Well, the thing is that this is one of the things, the main talking points that Andrew Lowney was making, that Fergie, when Meghan posted on the SussexRoyal.com, we can name a few members of the royal family who are half in and half out, and they're allowed to do it. She knows what she's talking about.
Yeah.
What is Fergie still doing in the Royal Lodge?
Fergie is another classic example of act really, really dumb, but you know that she's smart. You know that she's got something on somebody.
And she knows it's a good deal. This is a good deal. These people that just hang around the fringes and just sponge off of them, it's a good deal for them.
Hell yeah. You don't think if I could sponge off the royal family, I wouldn't sponge off the royal family. Hell yeah. I'm like, I've only got a 9-bedroom country house. Oh, no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Only vacation every other month. Darn.
Right.
You know, what's her name? Deborah Irvin says she knows where the bodies are buried. I think she helped bury those bodies. I mean, I believe that Fergie helped create some bodies because these are just my thoughts and opinions. Because according to the Andrew Lowney book, he said that she would demand a rack of lamb in the morning. They had to freeze her lettuce on ice at 2 a.m. in the morning so it was crisp, Prince Philip couldn't stand that woman. I don't even know why that woman is at the Royal Lodge. She's the most expensive welfare person on earth.
I'm not gonna lie. If I had a Royal Lodge with the royal staff, my life would be dedicated to coming up with absolutely stupid crap for them to do. Like
peeling my M&Ms before I eat them.
No, that's proper psychopath. But like making someone get up for 20 minutes at 2 a.m. just to put some lettuces in the freezer, that's the sort of level of crazy I can relate to. You know what I'm saying?
I would ask him to remove the purple M&Ms. I'm not very much. I don't know why the purple M&Ms freak me out.
M&Ms. There's no purple M&Ms. They don't exist. You're lying.
That's why they have to spend all day looking for them and eliminating them.
Is there a purple M&M? Is there? I might be faultless.
I just want all the WWs thrown away. Only M&Ms, no WW.
Oh wait, hang on. There is a purple M&M.
It's over. Oh my God, it's the wrong ones.
Whoa.
No. And the thing is wrong that also with people like I was thinking when we got off, I was thinking of maybe one royal member of the royal family who hasn't been around.
Thank you, Meg.
Even I was gonna say Prince Philip, but then he was Lord Mountbatten's son, and he got the last name from him.
Listen, I don't get. Listen,
He
I'll
was.
be honest with you.
As
somebody who's grown up in the UK, who's somebody who has witnessed the royal family for their whole life, Prince Philip, maddest racist I've ever seen in my life. Crazy. In fact, when you were talking about Meghan and the racism, I assumed that was all real because I was like, yep, 100%, because Prince Philip was crazy racist. Crazy. I literally grew up watching this man going to events and ignoring anyone that wasn't a white person, even to the point where there was diplomats all lined up and he's shaking all their hands and then refusing to shake
Been jumping over the not one. Whoop.
yeah, the African dude, and for you, little Asian guy, I don't think so. So, but it was so obvious it was a joke, Manuela. Do you see what I mean? So there's a big difference between somebody running up and screaming the N-word in someone's face, right? And then somebody going down a queue and then skipping someone. But is there really is difference in the action and how people around you react? But the meaning behind the act, is there that much difference? I don't know. So for me, that was always the racism that was displayed, and it was an actual joke in this country. Do you know?
Yeah, but at least he wasn't a hypocrite.
He was consistent, Paula. He was consistent.
Yes, it was a character flaw.
Because I'll gotta tell you something. I hate people that are two-faced, that they're one thing to you, and then, I mean, you knew what you were getting with Prince Philip.
Well, I mean, we didn't have much choice. Plus, he was about 260 years old and he looked like Lord of the Vampires. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you could have cast him in a vampire movie as the High Overlord. Sunken-eyed, freaky-looking, veiny fucking guy. Just me now. All right. It's true, though. It's true. But and are you sure he's Mountbatten's son? I think somebody in the side chat was saying, but not Mountbatten's son.
What about Mountbatten's son?
Oh, Paula had said that Prince Philip was Mountbatten's son.
Prince Philip was not Mountbatten's son.
No.
His son.
He was the Prince of Greece and Denmark, and his father abandoned his mother, who was born at Windsor. I think she was born at Buckingham or Windsor Castle. Somebody please that, and she became a nun, and
His sister.
and his sister. So he was Prince of Greece and Denmark. He had to give up his princehood in order to marry Princess Elizabeth because of rank. You see, because when a woman is going to become a queen, her husband cannot outrank the queen. So he gave up his
Just the rules. We didn't.
He gave up his titles, and then he chose a last name, which was his uncle's, Lord Mountbatten.
John Lauzon. Sorry if I butchered your name, mate. But John just as confused as the rest of us here. I thought
he doesn't sweat. He's right. That one just threw water on him.
It's so good. It's so good. It's just so good. It's so good.
But that is good.
Oh, you know, story's interesting.
But
Prince
John's
Philip.
correct. John, you're right. He doesn't sweat.
John
I don't know what that is.
Right.
I think that was just that ride where you get splashed.
Oh yeah. Because he doesn't sweat, of course.
It's a condition.
And it comes and goes.
It's
The condition comes and goes. It's not permanent, Ron. You have to know that.
During the period in question, I don't sweat. Around that time, yes, but during the period, no.
Yeah, during all the time that I was, allegedly committing all the crimes,
Not sweating.
not sweating me. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just. I mean, to be honest, I actually take my hat off to Prince Andrew, right? Because at some point somebody's handed him that script and he's went, we're going to say what? You want me to go on the BBC and say, I don't sweat? And he sat there deadpanned and he was like, mate.
His daughter Beatrice is the one who encouraged that.
Who actually told him to say what?
Oh yeah.
Just too good.
No, that's why I'm holding.
Just too good. Just too good.
Oh,
Obviously, I know that he made it up, right? I understand that, right? But still,
I thought they were trying to. I thought they were trying to prevent him from speaking. Didn't someone realize he shouldn't have spoken at all?
And you know what's the saddest part? He thought he actually nailed that.
Oh yeah, he nailed it. Nailed it. I got this one. Nailed it. He did. He was so happy. It was a complete shock to him that no. Computer says no.
I have to say that I just think it's incredible. That whole moment was incredible because
He didn't understand why people thought it was a bad interview.
Yes, I know. I thought he nailed it. I couldn't understand why he knew
in the
exactly where he
room.
bought his pizza that day.
Beatrice was in the room watching the interview, giving him a thumbs up.
And oh, really?
Yes.
it's too good. It's too good. Like I say, like I'm sorry. Could you imagine? I don't care what level of
He's a little guy.
narcissist
He's not going to do anything.
or sociopath you think you are. Imagine yourself going into your work and trying to get yourself off the hook for something by using the excuse that you don't sweat and actually sticking to your guns after a woman has declared that you were a sweaty mess the night that you decided to do horrible things to her, and your defense is, trust me, bro, I don't sweat.
Right.
I mean, that is next. That is even madder than there's no list.
I got a doctor's note that says I don't sweat.
I've got a doctor's note.
So it can't be me. It can't be me because I don't sweat.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I think. I have to see a friend at 6. I have to
Your house is incredibly white. Okay, like I would be very nervous in your house. Like I'd be very nervous because there's so much white. There's so much white furniture.
You really haven't seen the lives, Ron, and I have, right? The mess we get into.
Oh no,
Manuela is a virgin when it comes to our lives, Ron.
I had the other night. She came here. There was 4 dogs, 4 women. We had my girlfriends were over. Everyone over with their big fluffy dogs. We contained them. But.
I just have to say something publicly. I mean, Manuela is so beautiful, guys. You know, like I'm so happy and she's so nice.
Oh, thank you.
No, I'm serious. She's really nice, Ron. You know, she's the kind of person. Yeah, it's like she really is nice. You know, and this is not me being Meghan Markley about it.
This woman loves me so much.
She's wicked. Take it back. She's not nice anymore.
Yeah, don't ever betray Paula. Okay, she's a lovely lady and doesn't deserve that shit.
We love Manuela. Manuela is the kind. I wish you could. You know, I kind of miss you on that street at Meghan Markle's house because I know you would have gone bananas there. You would have absolutely lost it.
The only thing that's kept all of these celebrities safe from me is budget. Okay, like, other than flying out and just sticking a camera in their face and being like, "So how come you're a pervert? Why are you such a pervert?" Like.
But Ron, get this. There's the hotel called here, the
Windsor Arms,
which is very British. You have high tea and everything. It's very discreet. Even Taylor, your Tay stays there. They don't stay at the Royal York. They stay right behind here, not far from Manuela's house. And Prince Andrew used to stay there.
And have high tea.
And have IT, among other things, clearly, right?
High tea is pretty good, I'm not going to lie. High tea is pretty good.
Yeah. But you have no idea. No, Manuela has been so lovely, and I'm so glad she's a dog person because, you know, Siri is, and I have to have a chat with Siri because clearly Siri does not have loyalty for the mother who almost gave birth to her because you should see her with Manuela. You know what I'm talking about, Manuela, and you do it on purpose.
Too
Manuela does it.
Because I can just imagine Siri betraying Paula, being all over Manuela, Paula getting no attention. You've got both the dogs, and there's mum sat there with the expensive stroller, like, I'll take you out to Niagara Falls. I'm your mum. I'll show you a good time. She sleeps the whole time, couldn't give a rat's ass, and then couldn't go anywhere for lunch because of the racism that Canada has towards dogs and strollers. Facts.
That's only St. Catherine's.
That's pretty much, you nailed it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing more I can say. You know her glasses, Manuela's glasses. They're all tainted because Siri licks her face, and she licks her glasses, and she tries. You know, now in the mornings when I come down, she waits by the, like, there's a little place there that she waits because she's waiting for Manuela. She doesn't even look at me anymore. And I have to have a chat because I thought that Dachshunds were supposed to be very, very loyal, but it doesn't happen that way. I'm never, and look, I even have the shirt. Love is a four-legged word.
Oh man.
Meaningless.
I would pay good money to follow you around live
But
streaming.
who showed her dinosaur this morning?
Did you?
And who's playing with her dinosaur right now? So happy. Take a look.
She's carrying it right now.
So there you go. You wouldn't sell her dinosaur for her.
Oh, you see, you're bitter, Paula. You're bitter. Okay, you're a dinosaur hogging.
Know where the thread was, but that's besides the point.
No, because she probably hid it in order to score points with Siri. But because this is hell.
Can you even see where I've sewn it?
Where did you saw it?
It's
Okay, okay, guys. This used to be a dinosaur. I have bought this toy 7 times, but I had to throw or give away the other toys because she wants
a big hole in the neck.
Yeah, she wants this dinosaur.
We named it Hillary, and she went after it.
Yeah, nice, nice. Yeah,
but can you imagine, Ron? You know, like thinking about these people that are supposed to be subpoenaed for the Epstein thing. Do you think anything is going to come out? And you know, one of the things that really bothers me is that people are saying they're talking about Virginia Roberts, right?
Right.
Virginia Roberts is no longer here. Isn't that convenient?
Well, that's what I've been saying.
The date and the time is too convenient.
Yeah, it's all convenient, Paula. It's all too convenient. It's the list vanishing. It's Virginia unaliving. It's Prince Andrew becoming more prevalent in the royals again. It's madness. And
what do you think? Why do you think King Charles doesn't act on Andrew?
Because Andrew probably has all Charles's secrets. You know what I mean? It's probably.
I just want my royal family. Oh my God, we were with this girl on the train. We were coming this train. This girl recognized me, and she goes, "Oh, you're that," and you're because I was listening, and she was watching me, so she's like she recognized. So I was just like, "Oh my God!" So I said, "Yeah," but you know, thankfully we got off the train, and then I said, well, I'm actually was doing a live, and she goes, "Oh my God," and she took my picture and stuff. So that was not good. But what it was is like she's talking that she was saying I was worried because you never know if people are gonna like you that know you. I didn't even know people knew me, you know, because I'm in a little room doing my little thing, you know, and then she's talking about the royal family, and then she said that she didn't like what Harry did because Harry betrayed his family, right? And he betrayed his brother, and he betrayed everybody, and all kinds of things. And I was thinking, why? This is the entitlement. People keep asking, what does Meghan Markle have on the royal family? I don't believe she has anything per se, but she knows that other royals have gotten away with this behavior because she's been around them, and she knows Andrew very well. Now, apparently, even Andrew Lowney's confirming what I said.
Andrew is what she has on them.
Yes.
So what take us through what Andrew Lowney's
yes, you think so? Yes. I actually thought it was
what is going on?
That's why, because I think it's Melania is what they have on Donald. So maybe this is the other thing too.
Okay, Meghan Markle was very friendly to Andrew. The problem that Meghan Markle actually wanted, this is just speculation, clearly. Apparently, Meghan Markle wanted to land Andrew, but then she was body blocked by Fergie because Fergie does not allow Andrew to marry anybody because then she would have to get out of their royal lodge.
Right, you're not taking on Fergie, man. I'm telling you. Don't care how badass you are.
Over her dead body, she loses that gig. Yeah, that's right. Get close to him.
100%.
You know, I mean, she's so pretty. I did a thing with her and her company, but you know, I didn't want her next to me because she's so pretty. It's like,
what are you talking about?
Manuela, I did a thing. I think in her
scientist in a lab.
Like, what is this? What is going on this trip here? Do you need?
Manuela, I don't know why she had to be so good looking. I don't think why she had to be so nice. I wish she had been mean and I said something like that. But now
I'm making pasta is what's going on.
But now I'm stuck with a beautiful looking woman. She has no makeup on.
I bet
And it's nice.
I bet if you make your
I'm
own
very
pesto,
angry about that, Ron.
I'm a really good cook.
and I bet you make your own pesto from scratch as well.
Yes, she actually did.
And from the basil that I grow in
We
the
should
garden.
have filmed you doing that with big rice picker hat like Meghan Markle does. You know, we should go cut your tomatoes. She's actually going to be wearing. We're going to do a fashion show. Her wearing her David or Victoria. Who's
Victoria
the
Beckham.
Victoria Beckham dresses?
I
She
don't
has.
know David
You're
Beckham.
going to be doing a fashion show. Victoria's what?
Victoria Beckham's dresses that
Okay.
Meghan Markle just miswore them and stuff. So you're going to see this woman. I mean, she's super nice, super nice. Super nice. I mean, I was telling Henrik today that she's her best advertisement for her own company because Henrik was like, damn, Mom, I can't believe Manuel is that. I'm telling her to show me her birth certificate. I don't believe her.
All right. Okay. All right. So we can draw a conclusion that Paula is quite attracted to Manuela. She's making, she's making some life choices out there.
No, I'm so glad because she's so sweet. You know, she's such a sweet lady.
Henrik, meet your new mom. Okay.
No, but I was going to say, you know, Ron, I was going to say that Meghan Markle doesn't have anything per se herself in the royal family other than she knows Andrew very well. And she knows what that idiot Prince Harry told her. That there is no way that this woman hasn't recorded anything she said. Guys, make no mistake that Meghan Markle has been filming crap from the moment this woman got her hooks on Harry.
We've ran over. I do apologize to everybody. I started late and I was meant to finish at 9 because there's a podcast premiere, and that's my fault. We're meant to start at 7 and finish at 9. I do apologize to nip it in the bud. So that's my fault, everybody. Well, look, Manuela and Paula, you stay there. We'll still sit and have a natter. But everybody, thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm from 4 o'clock to 11 o'clock. It's a session tomorrow, everybody. We've got Paula and I from 4 till 6. Manuela as well, if she's not in the lab.
Why is the thing not going? Oh, because it's not my live. That's why. Oh.
All right. Okay. So thank you everyone for being here. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you all for being so awesome. Like and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one. And
yes, bye-bye, guys.
all right.